In the mid of 1966, the Prime Minister Mrs. Indira Gandhi visited United States of America and requested President Johnson to supply the necessary food grains to India, which was in the verge of deep famine. The children of the country were dying due to malnutrition and there was high scarcity of food. The USA began supplying 20,000 tons of grains on a daily basis, and during the peak time of the famine, they were supplying almost 50,000 tons of grains daily. Every 5 minutes a ship would have arrived carrying wheat to feed Indian people. The International Time magazine came up with the headlines called "Indians are ship to mouth." The import was reached the record 10 million tons. Foreign experts opined that India could never feed itself. William and Paul Paddock wrote a bestseller titled Famine 1975, arguing that the world was running out of food and would suffer global famine by 1975. They said aid givers couldn't possibly meet the food needs of high-population countries like India. So, the limited food surpluses of the West should be conserved for countries capable of being saved. Countries incapable of being saved, like India, should be left to starve, for the greater good of humanity. Indians were angered and horrified by the book, yet it was widely applauded in the West. But, why did it happen to India, where its 396.67 million acres of land utilized for agriculture and more than half of the population was employed by agriculture? The reasons are many, but we will talk about the crucial aspects. 1. Being India adapted a mixed economy model which was borrowed from Soviet Union, all thanks to our first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, which proclaims large industrial sectors will be operated by government and small and medium industry will be run by common public. This made government spending on agriculture to minimum, and the first 3 Planning Commission had also given least importance to agriculture. 2. Being the continuous drought in the years of 1964 to 1966, where the Indian states such as Bihar and Madhya Pradesh being recorded lowest rainfall of 843.8 and 856.5 mm respectively, on which the famine started to show off. Finally, how did India come out of this deep famine in coming years? The answer is very fascinating and revolutionary. All credit goes to the second Prime Minister of India, Lal Bahadur Shastri, who smelled the incoming danger and coined the phrase called Jai Jawan Jai Kisan, and was also instrumental in forming a committee consisting of Minister C. Subramanian and Swaminathan, who analyzed the situation and took help of Norman Borlaug, a PhD holder in plant pathology, and then came with the suitable pesticides which grew 6 times more than the current crop. It had been just distributed to 10% of total Indian agricultural population. The results were hilarious. By the year 1975, the forecasting of Paddock and Paddock brothers were proved wrong. India was not only fed its population but also exported the surplus of food grains. Today in 2018, India hardly remembers the service of late Lal Bahadur Shastri, who was the best Prime Minister in our post-independence era. Now Swaminathan is known as father of Green Revolution. Nothing is impossible for a free-thinking, unbiased Indian. By Team Financial Psychonomics. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you.